this isn't supposed to be a technical exercise in training because it's completely all wrong, but this is basically what I do during the climbing season to keep ticking over. It's not strength training, it's not endurance training, it's just to keep generally fit without getting injured, and that's the main thing, without getting injured. So I only ever go to about 80% of maximum, and it's not particularly scientific, but it's just what a 73-year-old who's been climbing a long time does to try and maintain the strength that I've got. Obviously, your strength deteriorates quicker than you can probably increase your strength, so it's just to keep things ticking over, because injuries come from nowhere, and I've particularly found that out after the age of 70. So you've got to be careful, and this is just what I do, and it's not based on any scientific research or particular advice from anybody. So it's totally open to criticism, but you know, that's not the point of this. This is just what I do. So obviously these are diagonal rows. I find them better than pull-ups because with pull-ups I tend to injure myself, but with these I don't. I wear an 8 kg vest and I do 5 sets of 8 with 2 minutes rest between each group of 8, and I find that that's a good sort of 80% of maximum, just to keep you ticking over. I tend not to go to failure, because if I go to failure all the time, I need probably 3 days rest, certainly with the big muscle groups. The next thing I do in the routine in the upper muscles is for undercuts. Obviously you've got to build your biceps, and this is the best exercise I do, for me, as far as my biceps are concerned. So I've got 8 kg here because I don't want to go to maximum, as I explained before. So I do an exercise where I put my arm down by my side, straighten my back, keep my shoulders back, and just isolate the bicep, and I'll do what I call threes. So I go 1, 2, keeping good form, 3, and then I do 3 holds for 10 seconds, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax, then up the 10. You can feel that it's hitting the bicep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, down straight, up again, engage the bicep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down, and then just 3 complete. 1, 2, keeping good form, 3, and down. And then the same on the other arm, probably give about 30 seconds rest before I do the other arm. Then I have 2 minutes rest, and I'll do each side, I'll do it 3 times in total. And then that's the end of that, probably about 80% training, just to keep the biceps engaged. Climbing wise, although I've been climbing a long time, but because I've mainly been confined to vertical or slabs, or at worst slightly overhanging rock, I've developed a really weak back and this is just one of the exercises that has been recommended to strengthen the back, which I'm sure many of you have seen on the internet, but basically I use a 5 kilogram weight because I don't want to go to maximum, and I'll just rotate it, trying to keep my elbow and knee locked in, and I'll do about 10 of those on one side, and I'll transfer over to the other side, and all of a sudden it hits and gets hard, and I don't really want to go to maximum, but I'll do that on both arms, and then I'll rest for 2 minutes, and I'll do that 3 to 5 times depending on how I'm feeling. But again, I stress, I don't tend to go to failure. I'm just sort of ticking over really. No doubt many would say to get stronger you have to go to failure, but if I go to failure I need longer to rest, say at least 3 days, which means I can't climb, so it's always a compromise. Okay, so this is nearer the end of the session, so I'm a bit more tired, but this is a bog standard exercise with about 10 kilos, straight push-ups. Keeping straight does engage the core. Try to keep your body still, just using your arm. You can do this sitting down, but you might have to reduce the weight slightly. I use 10 kilos and I do it between 8 to 10 times. If I'm feeling I'm failing on 8, I'll stop at 8 because I don't want to go to failure. Not with this type of training that I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. I will stop there, and I'll do 8 on the other side. Straight into the light probably, so I'll just move over slightly. This exercise is well-known exercise, but it's good for keeping the shoulders, rotator cuff muscles, whatever you want to call them. People call them different things. I've got 3 kilogram weights here, and basically I'm just doing 10 repetitions of each rotation exercise. So I start off with 10 of these, keeping your arms straight. Do 10 of those, and then I'll go to 10 sideways, like that, keeping out the way of those clips. Do 10 of those again, keeping the arms straight, keeping the body straight, keeping good form. So I'll do 10 of those, and then I do 10 of these where I go from there. I'll rotate, I'll go out, I'll go up and rotate and back, and I'll do 10 of those, taking great care not to hit the light, and pushing up from that position, 10 of those, and then I'll probably finish off with 10 of these rotations from the elbow, 10 of those as well, and that's what I usually do to finish off an exercise. So by the time I've finished that, I'm feeling quite tight in the back and shoulders, but it's a good exercise for me to finish.